ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊರಗೆ
temporary interruption.
So first we'll go come to know about this bird crane, Saurus crane. So first we'll go to the ancient times where it is important. In many stories, short stories, many including the Ramayana. See, many people that we will come to know that when we are going to read the Ramayana, that time we will come to know that the death of the bird, the death of a bird led to the birth of Valmiki's Ramayana. So how we can, those who know that they will come to, they know very well that this Krauncha, this in Ramayana it is known as Krauncha. Krauncha birds which they called. They mentioned it as Krauncha birds, that is nothing but Saurus cranes. These birds are known for unconditional love, then togetherness, then devotion. Sorry, it is a deep devotion. It's a deep devotion. They're known for togetherness. As well as these birds are there, they have their footprints in ancient time also. So now we will go by one. So first I will take this Ramayana story. So the story of Valmiki you people know very well. So earlier he was a dacoit, then he changed after listening the Narada's words. So he sat for tapas. Then a Valmik, that's anthill was built on his body. Then he became Valmiki. That is Valmiki, we call it Valmiki. That's in pronunciation we call it Valmiki. After that, so he became a very great sage. After few years, again Narada came to him and requested to him. He told him, he advised him to write the story of Rama. That was the king of Ayodhya. No, that time is about okay. He told that okay, I will write. That time, when Narada left that place, that time this Valmiki is going to take bath for his evening bath. So that time he observed the nature that was on the bank of Tamas river, not Tapas, Tamas river, where this Valmiki's ashram was located. So at that time what happened, in the evening time the nature was totally peace and the birds were chirping. That time Valmiki observed two birds where they were in deep romancing, they were loving time. So he is very happy to see those birds because these birds are known as togetherness. They won't leave single, they won't leave alone. So for that reason, see, this Valmiki is observing those two birds. That time, that male bird, a bad thing was happened. That is, a male bird was shot dead by the hunter. So that time, the person who was watching Valmiki, he got angry, he got shocked, and suddenly he is watching how this female bird is melancholy. That is what you call lamenting, sorrow, pain. How it is expressing its feelings towards the dead male bird. So that time he come to know that these birds also have the human qualities, human beings, human being emotions. Human being emotions. How if we lost our mate, how we will lament, like that this female bird is also lamenting, and it left everything. It left drinking of water, it left eat and food, everything it left, and it is starving for the death. It is very eager to join its male bird already which was dead. This female bird also, it is very eager to join that male bird. So it shows that it is an unconditional love of this bird, these two birds. So that is why written by the Manmohan Singh, that is pair. It's a pair of Saurus cranes, not a single pair, not a single, it's a pair. Two birds are one, male and female. Two birds are there here, one male and female, so that one we call it pair of couple. So this is the one story. This story, after this male bird's death, that time Valmiki gave curse to the hunter, that is, O hunter, may you repent for life and suffer, find no rest, for you have killed one of the unsuspecting, devoted and loving crowncher. These birds were named as crowncher. Where these two birds were very busy in their love, they were romancing, that was you disturbed them and you make it, separated them. You are the reason to separate them. So that is why he is giving curse to him. He should not get any love in his life. He should suffer in his life and he should find no rest throughout his age. So that one only they interpreted as this crowncher. Two pairs, one pair is there, no? That is male and female. That is one male is that male which was dead, that is Rama. That is another female bird which was starving, which was crying for the death of male bird, that is Sita. The hunter was Ravana. Now that is why he interpreted like that. Now that how Ravana abducted Sita to Lanka to separate the Rama and Sita, to separate their love. Same thing happened to these birds also. Now this I think you people might have know this. When you are reading your first time Ramayana, the first sloka is that which starts with this bird's death only. That Ramayana starts with this bird's death only. So that is why a sentence you can take or you can keep it in your mind. The death of a bird. The death of a bird led to the birth of Valmiki's the Ramayana. Says Valmiki headed this a great epic after this bird's death. Now it's a world famous one which tells us about life, every part of life. It will give the explanation how to live. So that is the one story. Then second story, it is related to Gautama Buddha, that's Buddhism. Another story is related to Buddhism, that is before becoming Buddha, that time his name was Siddhartha. Before Buddha, after that he became Buddha. Before that his name was Siddhartha. So Siddhartha, just in one evening, just he was walking in his garden in the father's palace. That time a bird fell down onto his feet, but when he observed, that time it was wounded. Someone has shot it. Someone has shooted the arrow towards this bird, and now it is full of blood. It is unable to fly. No, it is pain. Pain is there in this bird. So that is why what happened. The Siddhartha, he has taken that bird and he nurses it. He's taken care of that bird, and later when he nurses, the bird covers. Then that time he came to know about that the bird is who shoot it, that is Devadatta. The person who shoot the bird, that is Devadatta, cousin, brother of Siddhartha. Then he came to Siddhartha and he asked for that bird, which was because that bird fell down because of me, because I shoot that. That time I shot, that's why it fell down. So that is why that bird belongs to me. So it's better you give it to me back. So what happened after that time? So these two discussion is going on in between two. So this argument went to the king's court. Now that time the king declared that the owner of the bird is Siddhartha, not Devadatta. The savior of the bird is the owner of the bird, not the killer. Not one who tried to kill the bird, but the one who saved the bird, one who tried to save the bird, that is the owner. Now I think you have observed in many images, that is in embroideries, they will use in these crown chapakshis. What you call this? This Saurus cranes were used in embroideries like architecture, epics, paintings, then handicrafts also. I think whenever you are going to the market, that time also you can see those in the image of these pictures, these birds. So after that, one more, it is a story that is which belongs to the Middle Ages at the time of Mughals. Jahangir, he is very fond of these Saurus cranes because this is the highest flying bird. Highest flying. This is highest flying bird in the world. Saurus crane. And they always in together, not single. They won't be single. They is always in together. That's why it is known for togetherness. They are always in pair, male and female. And unconditional love, then deep devotion. So after this, so again in present time, there are in the world total 15 types of species are there in the world. 15 types of species. So to say this one, this species, International Crane Foundation was established in 1971. International Crane Foundation was established in Cornell University. In Cornell University in 1971. Now this foundation is working to protect the Saurus cranes. Where we can find these birds means these birds we can find in wetlands, riverside, then grass field. In these places we can see this. So this is the entire story behind this Saurus crane. At that present time, this bird is state bird of UP, that is Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh has selected this bird as its state bird. Then we know this Indian Postal Department also, it has launched post stamps. This is postal stamps launched for the betterment and protection of this Saurus cranes. So this is how this bird is very important for us, and it is the indication of rainfall. These birds are indication of rainfall, and it is very important for the ecosystem also. So that is why scientists and ornithologists, many people, they are working like anything for these, to save these species, because this is threatened species in the IUCN red list. It is there in the red list. It is a threatened one. Only we can found in India, Nepal, China, then Vietnam. In these countries only, and especially in India, north side and eastern side. North side and North India and in eastern side we can find, because it's wetland area. That is because of the river Ganga and its tributaries. example, Sundaribans. You know about Sundaribans, it's a wetland. There we can find these saurus cranes. So now we come to the poem yesterday where we left. Please open the textbook. That is page number 88. First poem, To a Pair of Saurus Cranes, which was written by Manmohan Singh. Again one more question it is. I think I cleared it. That is why he has taken this bird, this bird as its character in this poem. Because it is known for conditional love, unconditional love. Now through this, what you want to show us, what you want to say us, what you want to explain us, no, that one we can read by this. Now at present time, remember, so pre-reading activity it is there. That is a great quotation of Mahatma Gandhi, where if you want to know about a country, first we have to know about that animals, how they are treating in their nation. Earlier, we worship these animals, birds, flower, and as well as the tree. But what happening nowadays? We are poaching these animals, entering into the forest, and we are smuggling, we are killing them, and we are just for ourselves, for the our sake selves, to become rich or for the eaten purpose, we are killing these birds, animals, as well as the forest also we are encroaching. Now, to give the awareness about this bird and their feelings, their lamenting and their togetherness, so he has taken this bird as his subject, as his characters. So the first line, it starts with, the male was shot dead. Early morning it is. Before the sunrise, early morning, it's a dawn. That time these birds were flying. They are flying very happily together, male and female. They were flying together. At that time what happened? The sun is not ready to come out of the horizon. So this is where it's a place where earth and sky meets together. This is the place where earth and sky meets together. From there, sun is rising. But today he is not ready to rise. No, that is why this male bird is very hurry to pull that sun out. So that is why it is very eager to pull that sun out, because it's already time. So it is time to you to come out. But at the same time what happened? That male was shot. That male bird was shot dead by the hunters, bird killers. The male was shot as he necked. As he necked means as he stretched its neck to pull the sun. When it stretched its neck to pull the sun, that time the male bird was shot dead. To pull the reluctant sun, the sun who is not ready to come out from the horizon. So that is why this bird is forcing the sun to pull him out. That's the same time the hunter killed this bird, he shoot this bird to pull the reluctant sun out from the rim of horizon. Then come to the second. She flew crying. When this male bird was dead, that time the female bird which was with the male bird, after seeing its death, this female is crying like anything, because she lost her mate, she lost her life partner. So that is what it is meaning, that so now it became alone. That is why it is crying like anything. She flew crying. It went some there here and there. It's not going far away. It is just taking circles near the dead body. As he was picked up. That's he means here the male bird. That is he means that's the male bird. Again, I will tell you why he has taken this only, why the male bird only dead. If female bird was dead, the male bird it would have got with some other female birds. Now that is why the woman is known for her feelings, her love. It's not like that the man don't know that. Even he also, but her name is first, the mother name. So she is known for unconditional love. Woman is known for unconditional love. So that is why he has taken, he killed the male bird, and now female bird is lamenting. Lamenting means patho, sadness, crying. It is expressing its feelings, emotions through its crying, taking the circles on the sky. She flew crying as he was picked up hands and jaws. It is requesting to these hunters, don't take him like that, don't tie him like that. So it is better, please give the respect to that dead body, the respect to my male bird, my partner, my soul it is. So don't disgraceful is that, don't make it a disrespect. Don't treat it as a disgraceful manner. So this shows, this disgraceful end is it, that shows callousness, we call it CLOUSNES, that is cruelty. Cruelty of the human beings, cruelty of the men, cruelty of men, you can say. So through this poem we can understand that we are separating them, we are killing these birds, we are killing these species for our sake, which they also have the freedom to live on this earth. But what we are doing, we are killing them. So come to the next. She flew crying as he was picked up, hands and jaws. His jaws and his hands, they tied, and a proud neck was humbled. The neck which was necked. Which is we can stretch, we can say. The neck which was majestic, the neck which was humbled, which is ready to pull the sun, which is necked to pull the reluctant sun. That time, that now that neck is don't have any life. It is hanging like anything. It don't have any life now. To lie like dirty linen, which was a very filthy cloth, in a coarse washing bag. How we will put into this washing cloths into the bag, like that they are put into this bird in the linen dirty washing bag, which was very rough. No, it is requesting that bag is very rough, don't put him inside, he may get hurt. He may get hurt, so don't put him inside that bag. So at least show the respect to that body, which was a male bird. Show the respect. Later, she circled the sky. Now she is taking the circles in sky, because those people at present they are in the place where the dead spot is there. They are at that place. That is why it is not able to come that place. It is not ready to come to that place. That is why it is taking circles by crying in moments of grace. It is very hurry to reach that place. over his disgraceful hand. When they are very happy, that time they didn't think about future. It means that even we also don't know, but when it happened, it suddenly, this female bird is not getting anything to his mind, and it is simply taking circles in the sky over his disgraceful end, which was unexpected. The killers went away. When these killers went away from that place, and she returned. See the line there. Over his disgraceful end, the killers went away, and she returned to the death scene. That place, when they went from that place, when they vacated, when they go from that place, so she suddenly went to that place where his male bird was died. Where the place is there, where its dead body is lie down. So she went there, and with grief, with a heavy heart, with full of emotions, with full of feelings, lamenting feelings, not the happy feelings, it's a lamenting we call it, with grief that inscribed its intensity with a deep devotion, deep love, deep emotions. In dots and pits, yesterday I told this is in dots and pits, this is a simile. In dots and pits, in dots and pits like the Morse code. This sentence it is there, it is a simile, figures of speech, figure of speech. No, why it is simile means here like is there. If we comparing by using as, like, and so, that is simile. Here in dots and pits, like the Morse code of bird's sorrow. Morse code means that is when it is taking circles, that was crying, no, that is sending the message through the telegraphic mode to the God. That is, I am lamenting, I lost my male bird. So that is why it is telling, it is sending its message to the God through the Morse code. It was invented by Samuel F.B. Morse in America. That is, it was used by USA Army. F.B. Morse. It was invented by F.B. Morse in America. It was first used by American Army to pass the messages. So through telegraphic mode, how we receive the signals in mobile, radio, television, like that, they are transmitting. She is sharing her emotions to the God, transmitted to the air towards the God. She is requesting to the God. Next come there. With her beak, when she went to that place, by using her beak, she kissed a few feathers which was blood stained. When the bird is lying down, when the bird fell down on the earth, that time that his feathers were scattered. The bloodshed feathers were scattered here and there. She is kissing those feathers by collecting. When she collected all those feathers which was blood shed, with her beak she kissed a few feathers, picked the ones, she picked one that wind had not taken. Before the wind comes, she collected all those feathers, and she has collected, and now she started to hatch them. How an hatch to its chicks, like that. Now it's hatch to the feathers. With her beak, she kissed a few feathers, picked the ones that wind had not taken away. Before the wind, she want to collect those feathers. If wind comes, it will take those feathers with it. So again, she is unable to collect. So that is why she has collected all those bloodshot feathers in one place, and she sat on them and she started to give the hatch. The hatch, and sat to hatch the blood stained feathers into a toddling chick. How the hen will give warm heat to its chick, like that this female bird, it's feeling that those feathers only its male bird, it is feeling like that. Next, a wave of the seas. See, the main importance, the main quality of these saurus cranes is, if it lost female bird, if it lost its mate, it won't live anymore at all. It will leave everything. It won't fly, it won't eat, and it won't drink even also. It won't do anything. By sitting in one place, it will lament, it will cry, and it will die. Because in the memory of that bird, male bird, and it won't go together with another bird also, another saurus crane also, because these all the time they are in together. That is why these birds are known for the togetherness. That's why I told you first only. This bird is known for togetherness. If it lost, it's one of either it may be male or female, they will die. They won't live for a long time at all, and they won't share it with others also, other birds also, because they have only two and they will die too. So next come a wave of seas she had never seen, came to her from far away. Now when she was taking circles, when she was sending the messages through the Morse code, that time she is requesting to God, by anyhow, I don't know how you will do, but you have to take my life and you have to join my soul with my dead male soul, that is, which was already dead. A wave of these seas she had never seen. She had never seen such type of waves came to her from far away. She don't know from where it came. She carried her to him. That wave, when that wave came to her, and that was carried her. It was taken with that wave. She also went to that. She went away beyond Hume's words. Beyond Hume. Hume is a ornithologist who is working on these birds. No, he only told that these birds are known for its togetherness. He only interpreted, he only explained, he only told. That is, these saurus cranes are known for their togetherness. If male bird died, the female bird also it will die within few. If female died, the male bird also will follow the same. And carried her to him. She went away beyond Hume's words, beyond the legends and fables of human love. So this is a poem, how the poet beautifully described the love of the saurus cranes. So in last line you can observe he has given the sentence that is legends. No, because this bird is we know from ancient days, from the time of Ramayana to the present also. From the day one of Ramayana, which was started after the death of this bird, the Ramayana was started. It is the foundation, it is the lead. The death of a bird led to the birth of Valmiki's Ramayana. Because of this bird's death only, Valmiki started this to write the Ramayana, because it is the inspiration for this Ramayana, this bird only. So in that we named just as Croucher. If you want a story is there, you can see it in YouTube or in any other books are there. I think you have heard this. This story also you know this, Siddhartha and Devadatta. No, this is how the birds, these two birds are known for their unconditional love. And yesterday also I told, for reference to the context, again I am going to tell you the reference to the context. So please take those. The first line, the male was shot, that is also for reference to the context. And next, he was picked up, hands and jaws, that is one. And next line to that, a proud neck was humbled. Then come to the 10th line, that is, she circled the sky in moments of grace. She circled the sky in moments of grace. That is the one line. Then again come to the 16th line. In dots and pits like the Morse code. In dots and pits like the Morse code. Then again come to this 19th line. With her beak she kissed a few feathers. With her beak she kissed a few feathers. Then come to the 22 para, that is 22nd line. The blood stained feathers into a toddling chick. The blood stained feathers into a toddling chick. A wave of the seas she had never seen. 24th line. A wave of the seas she had never seen. Okay. So now I am going to give the points to remember. So sir, till that now you explain how to remember in your own sentences. We can frame this. So like just I will try it. Just take down. Slowly I will go through this. So take a pen and paper. Start to write points to remember. Take the first one. The Saurus cranes are flying. The Saurus cranes are flying towards the horizon. The Saurus cranes are flying towards the horizon with their necks stretched. While reading this, you can remember the even stanza also. First stanza, the male was shot dead. Same. The Saurus cranes are flying towards the horizon with their necks stretched. When a hunter shoots at the male bird or male crane and kills it. Once again I will repeat. The Saurus cranes are flying towards the horizon with their necks stretched when a hunter shoots at the male crane and kills it. This is the point 1. Next come to the second point. The female crane circles the sky. The female crane circles the sky in movement of grace. It comes to the second stanza. That is, so we can write in your own words also. No, just I am giving it in the general point of view. The female crane circles the sky in movement of grace, crying as the hunter picks up the dead bird. So once again I will repeat. The female crane circles the sky in movements of grace, crying as the hunter picks up the dead bird disgracefully and goes away. Disgracefully they will collect it. Disgracefully they will put into their bag. Then come to the third point. She comes down. When the bird killers, they went away from that place. Now this bird is coming to that place where the death spot was there it's coming. So how can we interpret this? So take down, forgetting, sorry, she comes down to the place, she comes to the place where the male bird had fallen. She comes to the place where the male bird had fallen down, had fallen down, and picks up a few blood-stained feathers. A few blood-stained feathers. Then come to the fourth one. Forgetting food and drink. Now I am going to explain, now I am going to interpret this, dictating this. Fourth one. Forgetting food and drink, she sits upon the feathers. No, it is there in the second stanza, last line. Forgetting food and drink, she sits upon the feathers as if trying to hatch a chick. It is there in the second stanza in last lines. How she is trying to collect those with her beak, and she kissed and she collected those feathers before the wind had taken those feathers. Now come to the fifth one. Next, fifth one. Write that point 5. It could be an actual wave of the sea. That's last stanza. In a general point of view, it could be an actual wave of the sea or a wave of sorrow which she hadn't known as long as the male was alive. Earlier she don't know that. Because why she will think about that? Because a male bird is with her. Now the male bird was dead. Now she is thinking about that. A wave should come. A wave may come and that wave has to take her. So once again I will repeat. It could be an actual wave of the sea or a wave of sorrow which she hadn't known as long as the male was alive. That wave comes near her and washes her away. It has taken her with it. That wave came to her and it has taken her with it. Then come to the sixth one. Ornithologist Hume, that's the last second line. Ornithologist Hume had said that Saurus cranes pair for life. No, that is why I told these are known for togetherness. They will always in together. They won't separate. If they separated, definitely they will die. As it is now we are explaining it, as we are reading this poem now. So when the male bird was dead, so same thing, same way it is the female bird also following. She is not going with any other male bird. She is dying. She is lamenting for its mate. So now take down. Ornithologist Hume had said that Saurus cranes pair for life. Full stop. Give the full stop there. Here the female crane goes beyond his words. He just told that, he just explained that they are known for pair. They are known for pair life. But this incident, this event, it has proved that these birds, they are going beyond that words, beyond the Hume's words, and pairs in other world too. Not only in physical world, in the eternal, in the immortal world also, they are going to be together. They are going to join there. Next, last point. This poem shows how birds can be more loyal. Now, after reading this poem, you will come to know that. So whatever I explained, through that you can come to the conclusion that these birds' love is more nobler and more than man. So take down the point. This poem shows us how birds can be more loyal and nobler than man. This is the poem which was written by Manmohan Singh. Don't be confused. Yesterday I told and morning also I told, this is not the Manmohan Singh, Dr. Manmohan Singh. He is a poet. He is another person. His name is Manmohan Singh. He is a retired IAS officer, not our ex-PM Manmohan Singh. Don't be confused. He is another Manmohan Singh. So he is a nature poet and a birds lover. He served as a bird lover all his life. He worked to protect the Soros cranes. So this is the poem how these birds died for their love, their sacrifice, how this female bird lament towards its love mate. Right? Okay, thank you one and all.